Hi everyone, Ginette Biro here, helping you make sense of life so that you can dive deeper into your higher self and purpose. So I had a really great question from someone which was asking about, do spirits who lived hellish lives go to the other side, or do they go to hell, or where do they go? How are they received on the other side? And I think this is a fantastic question, and I really want to also give it room for variability, because I have to say, as much as I understand how something works, the universe is so incredibly vast that the opportunities, the availabilities of things to work is endless. It is limitless. So I can give you this understanding based on the degree to which I understand it, and I encourage you guys to also feel your way through it too. But what I know is when souls pass and cross over, no matter the soul, they go through what's called a life review. And so in that life review, they suss out, or maybe they observe everything that they did to people from the perspective of the people in which they did that to. They also, they observe the good and the bad, but they will feel it from that person's perspective. So what I'm saying by that is there is no escaping understanding the experience of their actions. But it's not that we're necessarily judged by some, big man with a white beard sitting there judging us. It's actually us judging ourselves. And if you think about yourself, think about how much or how easy you can judge yourself into a corner, right? Like really, out of anybody, we are our own toughest critics when we really, really come down to it. So what this means is the soul will then determine what that soul or what it needs to grow, to expand, to learn its lessons. So it really depends. I will say that souls are received in light, but souls aren't always ready to see the light. So in some cases, a soul might cross over and say in life they were big and they were hellish, as we could call it, and they did bad things. But they are so terrified of dying that when they die and they cross over, they pop over onto the other side. But they're so afraid of what they might meet there because they know in the back of their mind the way they acted, they may not be willing to see the light. And that's sometimes when souls get lost or get stuck, is they're not willing to see the light around them. They don't want to look at what is. They don't want to see it. They're terrified, so they kind of stay stuck. And that's when they stay stuck sort of in fourth dimension and sometimes upper third dimension because they just don't want to leave. The light, though, will always want to encourage a soul to grow and evolve, because what I will say is, from my understanding, 99.9% of souls are pure. And I would even say 100%, but I'm saying 99.9 just because of this unlimited variability that I may not understand at this point. But I believe almost all souls are pure, or I'm just going to say all souls are pure in heart. And certain souls come down at certain times to give an experience for other souls to grow. Sometimes the experience they give or are willing to be a part of is to create chaos and pain. But they may also learn from it. So it's a very complex thing to answer based on limited knowledge. But the key thing here is to recognize that we judge ourselves when we cross over. We review our actions in life, which is why simple things like, it's nice to be nice, like my sweet friend Hamdi Mohammed always says, it's nice to be nice. Be a kind human being. And then when you go through your life review, you will see how your kindness had ripples. And if you go through a life review and you see how things you did maybe weren't the greatest, you can then take that and learn from it. And that's what souls inherently do. And that's why Spirit is always saying to us, learn as much as you can in this life. Make amends for things, grow from things, learn from your triumphs and pitfalls in this life. Because then when you go and cross over, it's just going to be so seamless and you're going to be so impressed with what you came to learn. Remembering that human life we don't come in human life to be perfect. We come in to journey deeply. So all souls are received in light. Whether they're ready to see it or not is up to them. But we judge ourselves when we cross over and then make the choices from there. So that's my best general explanation for that. I hope that helps make sense. and really inspires you guys to just honor yourself, honor your journey, love your journey, and allow others outside of you to journey their journey, because they are having to do whatever they have to do to understand their soul better. Now, for everything else, please join me at the Ginette Biro podcast or avalonspirit.com, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.